Well, wholeness today is 2/4/2025. Um, Still going through the week ahead. WEAK. When I went back and was watching the video, I kept saying WAK. WEAK. Week. It's where you have not used your strength. And unfortunately, a lot of people think they're weak, and that's the whole problem. That thought that you don't have the ability to do something is what keeps people in stagnation. So, was having a perspective with myself, honoring or basically asking myself a perspective of, you'll hear people a lot of times say that almost everything we were taught here is backwards, or we've been taught things to keep us in confusion. And one of the things I was going over was the difference between masculine and feminine energy. This has nothing to do with gender. This is where you'll hear people say the masculine component of energy is solar, and the feminine component of energy is lunar. If you understand where lunar is supposed to be feminine, but feminine is the real creator in this realm. So how can the creator force in this realm? And I'm not gonna argue with anybody, but how many babies have you seen come out of the tip of a dick? Shut up. Don't argue with me about your bullshit ideologies. How many men have you seen on the table push out a baby? None. So shh. Therefore, the creator force in this realm is feminine. I don't care about copulation and conjoining the energy and all that other shit. The primary force that pushes life into this realm is feminine. So if we've been taught that lunar energy is feminine, but yet feminine energy is the real creator, then there's already a constitution for backwardness of energy. You know, solar is dominant. The sun gives life. Well, if the sun gives life, and the female feminine energy is what's giving life, then maybe solar energy is feminine. And that shows through history. A lot of times, a lot of sun gods were actually sun goddesses, and a lot of lunar gods or lunar energies were actually male energies. There were a lot of moon gods, not just moon goddesses. That started getting convoluted throughout history, and as you always hear me say, a lot of times what was old got rewritten to justify what was new. They'll take what was now the way and go back and change something older to make it more complementary to what people were going through. So the basis of this reading is, I'll pull a card, and this is perspective and, of course, resonance and ignorance. The ignorance has already ruled out, so you can stay your course or you can honor a different perspective. The perspective of this reading is, what if the solar energy really is the feminine energy, and what if the lunar energy is actually the masculine energy? And you'll hear people go through it's not really conspiracy, but it gets crazy when you start dealing with conspiracy theories where they tell you the moon's a satellite, the moon ain't even real, and all this other stuff. Whatever. The moon is a controlling point. The moon controls the waters on this planet. The moon controls the flow of the emotions. If you can control the flow of the emotions, you can control the people. Don't argue with me. Let your life tell your tale. They do it to us every day, collectively. Whatever they can make us emotional about will already streamline us into whichever direction they want the energy to flow. And people will sit there and say, well, patriarchy did that. Well, if patriarchy is controlling the emotions, you just made more credence for what I'm saying. If patriarchal energy, controlling energy, is what's streamlining everybody into what they want done, then that's through use of lunar energy. They're emotionally controlling us. So before this loses y'all any further, here is potentially what we believe. We've been taught solar energy is masculine. Here's where it's at under our current belief. It has your fire. If you believe that the solar energy is actually masculine, then it has you connected to that thought. 23. It can keep you moving. Rage. Rage isn't always I'm angry. Rage as in it keeps you burning bright. What happens if something is burning too fast? It's going to run out of energy. So in the sense that right here, where this is the element of fire, it's the element of fire in reverse. We've been taught that masculine energy is what's given life, but if you're looking at it from this aspect, it's also stealing your energy. It's burning your energy out. So we'll go to what with the feminine energy as we've been taught. Lunar energy is supposed to be feminine, the emotional energy. What is that doing to us? Keeping you in victimology. It is stealing your strength. Holy shit, both of them really are stealing your strength. This one's stealing your fires. This one keeps you in a struggle. It keeps you in a victim mindset. Remember, I told you the lunar energy, as we currently buy it, is what's moving the waters. What's moving the waters is what's moving the whole collective. So keeping people in a victim mindset. A lot of people don't like to address that, but it's the truth. When you feel like you have to vote for somebody to save you, when you feel like you have to energetically beg and pray for somebody to save you, you've already proven to be inept within yourself. You are insufficient for yourself to be able to do it, so you have to get on your knees and beg and pray. Don't hate me, hate your own motherfucking life. That is just what it is. In this spell that we exist under, where we're telling you solar is masculine, it's stealing your energy. And lunar is feminine, it keeps you in a victim's mindset. So let's see potentially what might be the other side of the spell. The other side of the spell, or what might be a more plausible, safe version to exist in. So what if solar energy is actually the feminine aspect? It will show you where you have not done enough. It will show you where you've starved in too much and it has left you with not enough. Scarcity. It'll show you the potential you. It'll show you the struggle. If you can see where everything that you create has already put you, if you understand that, the sun gives life. If everything you're creating that you're giving life to has already potentially put you in the field of death, that puts you at a point of accountability. If you can understand that the solar energy might actually be the feminine energy where I gave life to this shit, if what I gave life to has not shown me my plentifulness and it has only got me out here struggling, holy sheep shit, America. If everything I keep sponsoring is not showing me enough, the reflection component is, just like I said a few minutes ago, you didn't see enough within yourself. You hired your own destruction. So the feminine energy in the solar aspect is where you're not going to find enough, because if you don't see enough within yourself, you're already under the guises of separation. There's already a struggle. So either way it go, the feminine energy then already produced an 8, whether it's in its lunar aspect or its solar aspect. Right now, the masculine energy presented a 5. It can't keep still. It's already under manipulation. So again, what if the lunar energy is also the masculine energy? What emotionally is moving you is what's got you trapped. I don't even really need to pull a card for that, because that's the truth. Whatever you keep emotionally investing yourself in, it's got you trapped. It's 2 5s. We started out with 1 5, where your fire was being stolen away from you. Now, your fire is under control. Hello, 2025, the year of control. 2 5s. 25 is 2 5s. If you understand it, 5 times 5, 25. So you are only being guided by what's already got you tricked. What did I tell you the lunar energy's purpose was? It's to direct the flow of the experience. So if you're not directing your own flow, but you're just lining up like a lemming, jumping off the cliff and being proud to do it, I don't know what to tell you. The problem is lunar, solar, feminine, masculine are still all denotations of separation. What if you took accountability for making the choice on whether you're going to move or be still? What if you took accountability for your own energy and stopped accounting on somebody else to make the choice for you? 3 and a 0, succumb. Maybe you succumb to stop letting that thought take all your energy. Remember, the 3 becomes a 30 when it steals all the power from the fool. Resonance only. When you keep giving your power to what you think, you become the fool, and what you think now becomes your master. And I don't care if you don't like that word. You better get used to it because some of y'all are willingly enslaved and it's showing. Wholeness or a whole mess. Buckle up either way.